My name is Bronson Mitchell, and I'm originally from Gallup, New Mexico, and I've been living here in Albuquerque for about 3 years. I'm the sixth generation of my family to do silversmithing. We specialize in Tufa casting and also sand casting. Growing up, I'd always see my grandpa. He would be, sawing stuff or, melting stuff down. But I didn't really think too much about doing it myself. Like I had always seen that as a child. Then I got into high school, and then it really started to intrigue me a little bit more because I would see the finished products of what my grandpa could create, and it would just blow my mind. I'd just be like, wow, like, how do you do that, And so really just started to develop my own skills a little more in high school, but really, since I graduated, that's really been like a source of income for me, So now I do it full blown, and I really enjoy it. I feel like it helps me have that creative outlet for my mind, but also allows me to retain and preserve my culture because it's something that has been passed down for generations. So Tufa stone is a traditional technique. You go out to various spots of the reservation or where there's Tufa mines, and you can mine your stones or your rock and cut them into sections. See, this here is a Tufa stone, and I cut it to the specifications I wanted. And this one here, it's smaller, so it was made for a ring, so that's what I brought with me. So that's like a traditional method. Tufa stone, cutting and casting, and then also sand casting as well. So that's what we specialize in, and we do everything from najas to bracelets, bow guards, buckles, earrings, any of it, cast it, you can do it. What I love most about, I guess, jewelry creating is how just raw it is. You're taking earth materials, mining them out of the ground, and you're using techniques that have been around for so long and literally are creating something out of nothing. But it isn't nothing, because it already exists and it's already perfect on its own, but you're like the medium. You're like the oracle, so to speak, and every piece that I've done, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with it, but it never like fully ended the way I wanted to start it. There's always been changes that have gone throughout the process that the piece itself really wanted to look that way, and it wasn't me who made it that way, it was itself, So I'm a firm believer in that, like, I'm just the middleman, This has a connection, has a spirit with the Great Spirit, and I'm just the one that can put the two together, like the matchmaker, And I love that. I love that because it's raw earth materials, and these will outlast me, in theory. Well, it will, And so, how can I leave an impression on this world? Is this, it's one way I can do it. And I love that because it's something that I don't know my sixth generational grandpa personally, but I do know that this is what he did, and I can connect with him through that. And it's a very beautiful experience to connect with your ancestors like that. And that to me is really sacred. And it's so important to keep that traditional aspect alive. Yes, the way that technology is moving, you got 3D printing and all those sorts of things, which is amazing, right? Really cool stuff. But there is a fine line between contemporary and traditional stuff, And so I think that through the Tufa, but also learning new techniques, because you have to evolve. That's just the way life is. Evolution's a part of living. And so with my grandpa showing me the old ways of how to Tufa cast and how to sand cast, and then learning through friends and other artists I meet in the scene, it's really, it's awesome to me, and really makes me look forward to the future and what I might be able to come, who I'm going to meet, and what's going to happen with all of our work and art.